What's up, nerds? Phoenix and
Big Tony!
from Phoenix TV here with a Let's Achieve type thing in Madden NFL 16. So this game was free for a weekend, as you may or may not recall.
They recall.
They recall, it's very nice of them. And me, being an achievement pursuer, not quite hunter, I wish, but not quite, I decided to get as many achievements as I could and compiled them into this one video.
Yeah?
So it's like a half guide, half Let's Achieve, whatever you want to call it.
How many did you get?
Well, you ready to see how many?
Sure.
After sitting through an incredibly long opening cutscene thing, first thing you do is load up Ultimate Teams and create your Ultimate Team. Which, this is a lot of menu loading more than anything else. To be honest. Most of this stuff...
You claim the Colts, huh?
Sure. They were the closest team.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you just sift through a bunch of objectives and like, hey, there we go. That's my Ultimate Team, 10 points.
Yay! Well, I like the counter. That's good.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous for how little actual gameplay there was.
But again, I think with sports games, they just want you to... They want you to see everything the game can do.
Yeah, so I took that Ultimate Team and I started selling everyone I could on the team. At least until I got to 350 points. Followed by going to the auction house and then buying the cheapest, most pointless player on the whole auction house. That way I can get a different achievement for, winning an auction. See, who's this? Mike Zimmer?
Mike Zimmer.
You know him?
Minnesota coach.
Is he any good?
I have no idea.
It's worth 15 gamerscore.
Oh, that's good. Win a mutt.
Win a mutt auction. Yay. And now we go to Draft Champions, and the fact that I clicked that at all is worth more points in its own right. 5. And then from here, I believe the way this works is you get like a few players, and then you're supposed to draft the rest of them. Naturally, I did a solo draft because I think that was an achievement for a solo draft. And let's see, this one has draft a player who's 10 points higher than your overall, which if you don't suck is incredibly easy. You just pick someone with a really high overall.
Yeah.
And then you keep doing that, and since there's like 98s and everything else in here, you'll already, improve your overall to greater than 82 for another 50 points.
Nice.
Now, unfortunately, if you suck like me and weren't paying attention, you'll have to do another one, because you're supposed to pick 5 of the same style. So whenever you pick your coach at the beginning, make sure you pay attention to that blue and yellow octagon thing, such as short pass and pass rush.
Okay.
And then when you do it again, if you pick players who have those, once you get 5 of any particular style, whenever that shows up, you get more points. And messages. There we go. 35 points for that.
Nice.
So we're up to 135. And so far, I've played with cards on a Madden game. At this point, going into customization and settings, and I believe somewhere in the rule book, here we go, going to penalties, slightly adjusting any of these. Don't have to save it, just slightly adjust it. 10 points.
Just for testing stuff out.
Just for pretending you care at all what those have to do. And this is where I'm going to get a whole bunch of points for following a guide of mine about how to get the various legacy awards. Specifically the Sammy Watkins, etc., etc. There's a whole guide on how to do this. It's a bit longer than the rest of this video, but it's 250 points total.
So wait, so this simulates, but you don't have to watch every game?
No.
What?
So yeah, this is going to rack up a total of 250 points. Again, the full guide is at that annotation and probably somewhere in the link or in the links below and wherever else all these things would be. But yeah, so 185 points and still going.
This is crazy.
And have yet to start an actual game.
Wow, it's almost worth just going to rent this for a day.
Yeah. And if you play at all and are any good, there are other ones to get with that. Because I only had it for the weekend, and I really only had a night and part of a morning to play.
Mm-hmm.
So, naturally, I did what anyone should do, and that's not play the actual game and try and get as much gamer score as I could.
Yeah. That's funny. Wow. Boop, boop.
There we go, the Darrell Revis for 30 more points. Although one thing about that guide is if you do go and watch the guide, I say it's like a 4-minute simulation. It's more like a 10-minute simulation. But it's still just simulating, letting it run, and getting 250 gamer score. To just watch that F spin back and forth. There we go. There's the 75 for the Peyton Manning Legacy Awards. And now we have 395 gamer score.
That's crazy.
And now, we actually have to play just a little tiny bit. For this one, you have to load a tutorial, go to Player Position Basics. And basically, you have to get... I believe you have to get a gold on this one. Because there's points for getting a gold in a tutorial. Luckily, there's one that's so easy. All you have to do is make a snap. Switch to this player. Press A to snap the ball. Success. Get 3 out of 10 of these. Naturally, this is the easiest thing in the world, so 10 out of 10. Gold medal. 100 gamer score. To switch between all the positions. Lovely.
That's all you had to do?
Yeah.
What?
Now, for this one, remember that solo draft thing, the draft challenge?
Yeah.
If you complete a round at all, which the easiest way to do is to just lose, you get 10 points because it's solo draft. Because if you play online only, you won't get the solo draft one, oddly enough. So they want you to play by yourself at some point. And then another 10 for completing a solo draft challenge thing. So 515 at the total.
Wait, I don't understand why you got a safety. Like, why did you run out of the back of the end zone? What did that have to do with it?
That was just me trying to complete it. Admittedly, what I was really trying to do at that point was go down by 17 and then catch up. But they had it on like 2-minute quarters, so it's near impossible to catch up in that amount of time.
Oh.
That one was completed touch pass, which I believe... I'm not entirely sure. It's either switch to the player and catch it with the player or something like that. Either way, just do a touch pass at some point. And I believe I have a very select few more. This one is rewrite the Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Seahawks. You don't have to pick the Seahawks. You just have to complete that pass, basically. And then not let them score in the next 20 seconds. And then you complete that set of challenges, I think they're called. And then that gets you... Yeah, that's winning a solo challenge.
That seems like EA didn't like the outcome.
I think they did it for a lot of them. But the other thing there is, since you completed that whole challenge set, you go into your item or your cards sets, go all the way over here to redemption, and scroll all the way down here to whatever it's called. There we go. Ultimate Team Kickoff. Or not. Yes. Self. One of them is for watching the introduction. Unfortunately, you have to do that as best as I can tell. Which also gets you 1,000 coins. You know, I guess you didn't have to cannibalize your whole team. But because you did the other thing, the complete a solo challenge, you get to complete that set of cards for another 20 points. 565 gamer score. So yeah, all that with very little actual effort for 565 gamer score.
How long did that take you in total?
2 hours 2.5 hours,
It's
roughly.
not bad for 2 hours of work.
Yeah. And a good chunk of that was figuring out what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think I tried some other games or tried actually playing some other games and failed to force a neutral zone infraction.
Oh.
I probably could have messed with the penalty sliders a little more, but
Yeah.
I had not a lot of time to do it, so I'm pretty happy for that much menu gamer score.
For sure.
So what do you think?
That's awesome. Good job. Way to go.
You gonna buy the game now?
No, absolutely not. I can't stand Madden. I rage quit.
Thanks for watching.